Hello everyone and welcome to the TFL show with the only host Cameron Eastop, and today we're going to be talking about just a little scene, a little glimpse of INFERNOCUS, the big combiner, a part of this film. And it's kind of hard to talk about it because you're curious on, did they just spoil it? Because the scene we got a barricade that Grimlock smashes him into a wall implies that, well, he could possibly, be dead again. And with INFERNOCUS here, it seems that's just another case. I mean, looking at it right here, it actually doesn't look that big. It looks, actually no, when you look at it very carefully now, I'm just realizing this, his legs at the bottom look like they've been cut off actually. So, I don't know, I mean, obviously Optimus Prime is kind of, on the same level of size, but when you look at it very carefully, it is very, very, very brief. This will probably be one of the many things that will try and take down Optimus Prime, because this is obviously when he's clearly in evil mode, so there'll be many things that Prime will probably face through. It's like he's going through Megatron, he's going through Bumblebee, he's going through INFERNOCUS and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really sort of chaotic for Prime. Everyone's trying to basically stop him from doing whatever he is he's, ultimately doing. As we got in the previous shots after that, we got obviously them separating, and obviously a part of their legs, and it might have not been their legs, but it just kind of looked like from the scene, because it's very sort of quick. They were like, we got here, Optimus Prime just cutting off all their heads. So could this possibly just be like the death of them? I mean, we know Bumblebee can sort of reattach himself and, combine again, so maybe it's the same thing for them, but this is their heads, and this is look like they just got clean cuts to the throat, and that's it. I don't know how they could possibly sort of reconnect from that. I mean, we could be surprised, maybe that is a part, maybe that's another part of this film, is reattachments and stuff like that. But just looking at the scene with them combined, it looks very much like that's pretty much it. They've spoiled it. Well, not, if you got a clean eye, but I mean, people are going to notice this. People are going to, slow down the trailer and just have a glimpse of it. So, I mean, that's why I didn't want to mention it really in my analysis, because I kind of wanted to do a TFLs episode. I did notice it, but at the time I really didn't know what to think about it, and that's why I thought I'd leave it for a separate video for the TFL show. So, I mean, it's not really something too elaborate to really talk about, just on the mere fact of speculation on, okay, is that literally the end of them lot? Like, are they just clean wiped out? Do they just spoil it? Or are we going to be surprised? Is Optimus Prime going to be surprised when we sort of re-emerge again, and it, it doesn't matter, they just reform back into INFERNOCUS and stuff like that. So I was actually very curious if INFERNOCUS was even going to appear in the film. I thought he might have just been a part of a toy, or a little glimpse of him at least, but we got him clearly here, have a bit of action, even if it is brief. I doubt it'll be brief. I recommend if that is what we just saw of INFERNOCUS, it could be like a 3-minute fight, and that would probably be it, and it'd probably be fast forwarding and pacing of finishing this film, and maybe that's just one of the many things that Optimus Prime comes across that's trying to stop him, from doing what he's doing and stuff like that. So I mean, just slowing down now. Yeah, there we go, just got Prime, just separate them all. They've just come flying on the ground, and next cut is just a clean slit to the throats, heads, and that's it, they're off. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that scene plays out. I mean, it's going to be one of the many things I'm sure fans are really going to be hyped about. So that's pretty much what I've got to sort of say on this scene. That sort of one, that 1 second shot really of that inch of detail that people may have just completely missed out on. So yeah, there we have it there, guys. That's pretty much what I'm going to round off on saying. I'm sorry if I wasn't too elaborative. It's not really much to really discuss. It's just more of waiting to see how it plays out in the film, because obviously we don't know indefinite about this character INFERNOCUS, except from he's like the guardian of Quintessa and stuff like that, so maybe that's another part of it. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this TFL show. Of course, expect more in the future, and subscribe for more Transformers content and other stuff like that. So until next time, this has been Cameron, and goodbye.